everyone, and welcome to today's reading. Today we're going to be reading from my Tresna Oracle. Let us begin, as always, by shuffling the deck, and we will invite Spirit to come join us and share some messages with us for our greatest good. Okay, we've got a card jumping out here. Let's just place this on top, and we will draw from here. Authenticity. Unrealistic expectations is in the reverse. Outside influences is upright. Okay, let's start by reading the captions. Authenticity, being honest with oneself and others, honoring our true values and feelings. So, there's been a lot of emphasis on cultivating our authenticity. Very often, we may have been conditioned in certain situations to prioritize the needs of others over our own, leading into codependent situations where we may present a version of ourselves that we think might be socially acceptable or conform to societal norms out of a desire to fit in and be accepted. However, many are realizing that this leads to a feeling of emptiness and a lack of fulfillment. And so there has been a tremendous amount of effort into honoring our authentic selves. And so we are now moving into this phase where unrealistic expectations is something that no longer aligns with our path. I'll read the caption. Wanting partner to mind read or change their values, expecting never to disagree. So this is referring to a relationship situation, but the same principle can also apply to family dynamics, work situations, platonic friendships, and so on. So, whatever the case might be, expecting never to disagree is no longer one of our unrealistic expectations. We understand that the price for authenticity is that there is no longer a uniform consensus. And so the idea that we want to force people into being the same as us and agreeing with us at all times is it's not a productive use of our energy. Now, this is not to say that we are no longer susceptible to outside influences. Let's just take a look at the card here. We've got a number of different ways we could interpret the card, but for the purpose of the reading, we can see a couple here. There is a womanly figure here who clearly is making judgments about this person here, perhaps assessing what they feel is the quality of their femininity on the basis of their bosom size or what they perceive as lack thereof. So the thing to remember is that feminine energy comes from the heart, not from our bosom size. So while we may use certain signifiers to indicate our gender, the reality is that we all have feminine energy, and the radiance of our feminine energy is not something we can measure in inches. So that's not to say that we will not be judged by those who use those outward signifiers as a basis of measurement. And that's not to say that they will not attempt to put pressure on us. But again, the question is, where are our expectations? And not only where they are, but how well are we able to hold an energetic boundary to not base our identity on the perceptions of others, so that we are the arbiters of our own authenticity and not other people. And so I'll just read the caption here before we go. Stressors coming from work, peers, family, an ex, or other third party. So we are being encouraged to not take those stressors to heart, and to honor our authenticity, to be mindful of holding realistic expectations. And that is today's reading. Thank you for joining us, and I will catch you next time.